Hey guys, here's a quick little video of me doing my makeup as Fischl from Genshin Impact. So first I'm doing my skin prep and I'm just doing like an orange peel mask that I got from Superdrug. I'm using vitamin B serum, which is really good for the skin, it really evens it out. I then use retinol serum, which also helps to even out the skin tone. And I'm using moisturising gel because I have quite oily skin, so it evens out the moisture, and I'm using my SPF 50. So now I'm putting on my NYX marshmallow primer, which smells of marshmallows. It smells absolutely delicious, and every time I use it, I want to eat it. And then I use the Hangover primer by Toofaced on any blemishes that I may have, as it just kind of smooths them out. I don't show you this part, but this is when I put my contact lens in, and it stings a little bit, as you can see from my eye, but it was okay. So the foundation I use is Urban Decay SPF 50 foundation by Maybelline. I found it's the foundation that actually fits my skin the best. My body is a different shade from my face, as you can tell in the video. I am a blue/green toned person, so I prefer my face to match my body, so I use quite a light foundation, so I might look a bit pasty in these videos. So now we're on to concealer, and this is me using the Maybelline eraser pen, and I do actually have two of these. One of them is very old, the other one is quite new, but I prefer using the old one because I like to use it until the product is absolutely drained out. Now for my contour, I usually use some sort of cream concealer. I got this one from Primark. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it works really well on my skin tone. I normally prefer to use concealer because I find the cream contours are a bit too creamy for my skin and it spreads a bit too far, where this, I find it blends quite well. When I'm cosplaying female characters, I quite like to angle my features down, so I've applied my concealer to my jaw, just pointing it down and just on my cheeks. And now I will be doing nose contour. And you can see me kind of hype myself up in the video because my nose contour has usually gone wrong in the past. I normally just hide it with blush at the end of the day. What I like to do is I like to carve out the nose with the concealer I used before, and then I will use the lighter concealer to help carve out the tip. And then I will use that same concealer to carve out my cheekbones and my jawline and just blend that out to give myself a bit more dimension in my face. With my blush, I use the Disney, I think it's Colourpop, it might also be Beautybay, I'm not sure which one it is. It's a shade called Madhatter, and it's really good. It's a really good cream product, and I quite like to contour using blush as well. So what I do is I put like a darker amount of product on the top of my cheekbone, and it helps bring a lot more dimension to my face. And then I'll put it across my nose, and honestly I put a lot on because I'm very pale and I get a bit washed out. And with powder, I just kind of powder where I get oily. I don't like to put a ton on, so I just kind of dab it onto my beauty blender and I put it along my, just along where I get oily. For the eyebrows, I use the Beverly Hills Dip Brow Promenade. I want to call it Promenade each time. I know that's a beach thing, but yeah. And I like eyebrows, as you can see, but this is helpful when shaping the face and the eyebrows. So what I'm doing is I'm making these quite pointy because Fischl's quite a dramatic character. So I didn't do much of an arch. I just kind of kept them quite straight, and I just kind of followed the natural arch in my brow. Just didn't curve it too much. With pale and blonde characters, I quite like to do freckles because I feel like it's natural for haired people to have these kind of markings on the skin, and I think it's really cute also, especially for Fischl. I just thought it was quite cute. So I use this freckle pen I got from Shein, and it's kind of like fake tan, I'm not gonna lie, and you just kind of blend it out with your fingers, and it's very natural. I honestly love it. And I also dot it around my face because I don't want to just put it across my nose and it just be just there. When doing my eyeshadow base, I absolutely swear by the Louise base. It is honestly my favourite base. All I need to do is kind of put it on my eye. I blend it out a little bit more because I don't like having too much product on my eye because I do find my eye gets sticky. And with me having autism, I struggle with that a little bit. But then I use my Mardi Grass palette by 7W. I use the warmer shades of brown. Because Fischl is very pale and cool tone, I think I needed a bit more warmth in the makeup, so I decided to add that here with just this palette. When adding this to my face, I angled it upwards and I kind of created a slim kind of look with it. I didn't want to go too dramatic with this because her outfit is already dramatic. And now I'm using the Nude palette by 7W as well. This one's just a lot cooler, and I'm using some cooler tones just in the crease of my eye and extending it outwards into the shadow. This is my EYN Beautybay palette, and I'm just using the white because I like to put the white on my lid. If I'm going to put any shimmer on, it's a really good base and it helps the shimmer stay like all shiny, and also it also gives me a bit more dimension to my eye, especially when I'm working with nudes. Then this is me using a palette that I'm not going to name because the creator is a bit problematic, but you can get incredible dupes for purples. I just use this because it was a gift of a friend. But I'm putting a bit of purple under my eye, and now I'm using the Kimchi diamond shards, which is amazing, by the way. I totally recommend it. And I'm using that as just a bit of glitter on my eye. As you can see, it like against the white, you can see it a lot more. And I'm putting it as like a halo on the top of my eye and the bottom of my eye, just to be a little dramatic. With eyeliner, I use the Better Than Sex in brown. I like the black, but the brown fits my face and skin tone really nice, so I often use the brown, and I just kind of follow my natural eye line for this. I didn't want to angle this too much because I feel like it would have been dramatic, so I just angled it into some puppy liner, which turns out really cute for Fischl at the end. And now what I'm doing is I'm adding a few more lashes on my lower lash line, so it kind of gives my eye a bit more dimension too, because the purple and the brown kind of washed out my eye and kind of lost the shape. Now we're onto lips, and what I'm doing is I'm lining out my lips with the Sophx dark liner that came with like a lipstick set. And then I'll go in with a number 7 red lipstick, especially with this like lip liner. It goes really well, and I just kind of blend that out and it just becomes like an ombre lip. So just to finish off the look, I use Sky High mascara, then I finish it off with these Cosplay lashes that I got off AliExpress. And then I take the Sophx lipstick that I got with the pen, the lip liner, and just kind of blend out my lips. And then this is me just coating my bottom lashes to make my eyes look bigger. And then I'll take some white liner, this one's by NYX, and I add it to the corner of my eye in like a point, and then I add it to my bottom line to make my eyes look a lot bigger. Now with Fischl, you don't actually have to put makeup on the other eye because she wears an eye patch, which I found makes the whole look just 10 times easier. So now I'm adding highlighter, which is Jenifer Lopez Ingot, and I set it off with some Morphe setting spray, and that's the final look.